That night was supposed to be an ordinary one. Quiet, peaceful, no surprises. But the sound of sirens suddenly breaking the silence in the upscale Riverside Hills neighborhood changed everything. It was exactly 11:17 p.m. when an ambulance sped through the quiet streets and stopped in front of the luxurious home of renowned actor Shu Kai. It didn't take long for neighbors and onlookers to realize something was terribly wrong. A heavy question hung in the air. What exactly happened that night? And why did an ambulance rush to the home of a celebrity known for being healthy and active? Eyewitnesses shared shocking accounts. They saw Shu Kai's limp body being rushed out of the house on a stretcher. His face was pale, lifeless. Behind him was Tan Sung-yoon, running, crying, in hysterics. Her voice rang out in the night air, echoing in the silence, "Don't leave me." The scene was heartbreaking. Shu Kai, who had just celebrated the success of his latest film, now lay helpless. What really happened behind the doors of that seemingly perfect home? Exclusive sources revealed that Shu Kai and Tan Sung-yoon were enjoying a romantic dinner at his home that evening. One of the catering staff said, "They looked so happy." Shu Kai gave a generous tip and said it was a very special night. No one could have predicted that hours later, the night would spiral into tragedy. At around 10:30 p.m., after dinner, they were relaxing in the living room. Suddenly, Shu Kai complained of a severe headache. His body swayed, and within seconds, he collapsed, unconscious. Tan Sung-yoon panicked. Her voice trembled as she called emergency services. "Please come quickly." He's not responding, according to someone close to Shu Kai's family. Within less than 10 minutes, the ambulance arrived. The paramedics immediately began emergency treatment, but Shu Kai remained unresponsive. His face was pale, his breathing weak. Tan Sung-yoon never let go of his hand, begging him to wake up, but there was no reply. Neighbors began gathering outside. Some recognized Tan Sung-yoon, her face streaked with tears, her eyes swollen, her expression shattered. "I've never seen someone look that devastated," said Lin Wei, a neighbor living a few houses away. Tan Sung-yoon didn't even have time to change. She jumped into the ambulance with Shu Kai, refusing to leave his side. Once at the hospital, Shu Kai was rushed to the emergency room. Meanwhile, Tan Sung-yoon looked completely disoriented, needing support from hospital staff just to stay standing. Her beauty was unmistakable, but that night all that remained was grief, fear, and sorrow. A hospital staff member whispered, "She usually smiles for the cameras." But that night, it was like all life had been drained from her. Shu Kai's condition quickly spread on social media. Within minutes, hashtags like #PrayForShukai and #StayStrongShukai were trending across platforms. Thousands of messages of support flooded the internet. "We're all praying for your recovery, Shu Kai. You're not just an actor, you're an inspiration," wrote one fan account at Zukai Forever. The post received over 100,000 likes and 50,000 comments in just a few hours. Shu Kai and Tan Sung-yoon's relationship had always been the subject of speculation, though they never officially confirmed a romance. Many believed there was something special between them. That night, everything was laid bare. Panic, tears, sincerity, none of it could be faked. Just a few hours before the tragedy, Tan Sung-yoon had posted a photo of the sunset with a caption, "A perfect night with someone special." No one knew that the night would turn into a nightmare. At the hospital, Tan Sung-yoon nearly collapsed seeing Shu Kai's condition. She clutched his hand tightly, whispering for him to hold on. Medical staff had to calm her down, fearing she might also fall ill from the shock. At 1:30 a.m., Shu Kai's management finally released an official statement. They confirmed the actor had been rushed to the hospital after fainting at his home, but offered no specifics. Shu Kai is currently undergoing medical evaluations to determine the cause. We ask everyone to avoid spreading unverified information and to respect his and his family's privacy, the statement read. But the statement only fueled more speculation. The media began revisiting old rumors about Shu Kai's health scare during a drama shoot 3 years ago. At the time, it was reported he had suffered from extreme exhaustion and was hospitalized for a week. But the agency downplayed it as ordinary fatigue. Could everything be connected? Had Shu Kai been hiding his health issues all this time for the sake of his career? While the media speculated, Tan Songyun stayed by his side. She refused to leave the hospital, even when her family and manager urged her to rest. She insisted on being near Shu Kai, even as her own body began to give in. A nurse said she looked so tired, but she kept sitting by Shu Kai's side. She whispered things to him, pleading for him to retain. And then, at 4:15 a.m., a miracle. Shu Kai regained consciousness. His eyes fluttered open. His breathing stabilized. The first person he looked for was Tan Songyun. When he saw her, he smiled faintly and gripped her hand. The two cried together in silence. No words were spoken, just a tearful gaze and a trembling grip. There were no photos of that moment, but testimonies from hospital staff painted a vivid picture of the bond they shared. A hospital insider later confirmed that Shu Kai had suffered from severe dehydration and extreme fatigue due to a packed schedule. He hadn't had proper rest in over 2 weeks, juggling film shoots and promotional events. His body finally gave out, said one doctor. Tan Songyun remains by his side, although there's still no official confirmation of their relationship. That night, everyone saw a love that needed no words. For all of us, this is a powerful reminder. Behind the smiles of celebrities lie exhausted bodies, immense pressure, and hearts struggling to stay strong. What do you think, drama lovers? Will Shu Kai and Tan Songyun's relationship change after that night? Or is there still more to the story waiting to unfold? Share your thoughts in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next update from the world of drama and K-pop. See you in the next video. This is K-Pop World, signing off.